Hey, Scott Austin here from Jade Puma. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the store redesign that I did for Bixby Chocolate. So Bixby Chocolate was already on Shopify and had just done a brand redesign project where they had defined their colors, their styles, their fonts, logos, all that good stuff, and wanted to incorporate that into their store and also work on making their store a better shopping experience. So I use the Flex theme, which I use for most of my projects on this one, and taking the branding guidelines and the I love when a client comes to me with good documentation for their brand guidelines because it just makes things easier to implement. And they have this really strong blue and red color that I call like sailing colors. And we got the dark blue, the light blue, and the red, and they really go together really well. But I got to put that throughout, and you'll see, we have a very dominant blue feel for this site. So let's walk into the shopping experience a little bit. And, to start off with, in our header, it is all about buying, 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 right? Shop, shop, shop. There's no about us. There's no here's our story. There's no contact us in the header. We like to keep that nice and focused on the shopping experience. And what we're doing is we're giving our customers many different ways to enter their shopping experience. So they could shop by what type of chocolate they want, or what their dietary needs are, or what holiday they're shopping for. And all of these entry points lead to the same set of products. It's just different ways to start your shopping experience and then make decisions as you go down the funnel. So, for example, let's just walk into dietary. If someone was interested in gluten-free products, we allow them to see all of the gluten-free products. And what we do a lot of times, you saw when I hit the dietary link, this is a list of collection pages, right? We don't just drop them into a collection. We say, hey, you've told us one thing, dietary. Now, what about dietary needs is important to you? Do you want gluten free? Do you want vegan? Do you want kosher? Let us know that next decision. And then at that point, we'll show you the products that are compatible with that. And what we do on each of these collection pages is we also have the Flex Themes filtering on the sidebar here so that they said, hey, I want kosher, but maybe they also want to say, well, I'm looking for something with peanut butter also. So they could click here on the peanut butter as the flavor ingredient and say, oh, there's one product that is um, meets my needs of gluten-free and peanut flavored. So if we walk into one of the products here on the product page, what you'll see is we're using Judge Me for reviews. And Judge Me, they did not have a review app in the store when we first started this project. And I think now we already have over 400 reviews, which is absolutely fabulous. I added the Judge Me app to the store and then went out and solicited reviews from all their past customers for like the past 6 months. And a lot of them responded, and that gave us great content, right? So if you look down here in the reviews, we've got tons of great content where everybody talks about what they like about the products, which is really useful. And then we're allowing them to buy in different sizes, of course. There's some variants here. And then we bring in our product seals. And we have a wide variety of product seals based on different criteria about the product. So this one is gluten-free. Remember, that's how we started our shopping experience, looking for something gluten-free. We're reinforcing that right here with that product seal. And Bixby is out of Maine, and their Maine roots they're very proud of that, and they stand on that a lot. So instead of just saying "Made in America" or "Made in the USA," we're actually saying "Made in Maine." They value prop that's very important to them is how they source their products, and they ethically source. So we have a product seal for that, and this product also happens to be kosher, so there's a product seal for that. But there's a whole bunch of if-then statements in this product seal section in the theme that puts the right seals on for any given product. So I'm just going to randomly pick another product and see if we see some different product seals. Yeah, so here you can see now this one is GMO free, and that also shows up in the product seals. And then as we scroll down the page a little bit more, we've got a product description. This one actually has a video inside of it. I'm a huge fan of videos on the product page if you have relevant videos. And then we have the product accordion, which is standardized for each one of these pages to be the shipping and packaging and returns. And we're just pulling that content straight from the policy pages in the legal settings inside of Shopify. And then we've already talked about the reviews. So that's what our product pages look like. And most of the navigation here is going to be, click a main level nav element, see a list of collection pages, From that, you're going to see a collection page. You can refine your choices from there, and then when you click on a product, you'll see the product. And this one here has a lot of product seals, including where the chocolate is sourced from. This one happens to be from Domrep. So a lot of good information in there, right? And that's the shopping experience. We can add a product to the cart. Now, the interesting thing for Bixby is that they only ship from Monday to Wednesday because they're shipping chocolate, right? And especially during the summertime, but even when it's not the summertime, they have they need to get that product shipped out within a couple days time. They just can't ship it, the slow shipping rate. They've got to do a 2-day shipping so that it doesn't melt and it's fresh. There's no preservatives in their products and all that stuff. So right here we put in some messaging. Hey, we only ship Monday to Wednesday each week. Orders placed after 10 a.m. on Wednesday will be processed the following Monday. So we're making it very clear to people what the shipping process is. We also put in some text here about some local pickup orders. And then we also have in this cart a little module we added for upselling people, or cross-selling is the more accurate way to say it, is do they want to add a card to their product? Because most people are buying chocolates as gifts. So this allows them to say, yeah, I'd like to add a card. And then they can see all the different card options they have. I'm like, oh, this one's nice. I like the little lighthouse. Let me add that to the cart also. So we added this little cart, cross-sell element to help increase the average order value. Right? Now, if we go back to our home page, right, and let's look at the top nav. Popular is obvious what that's all about. Chocolate, there's all different types of chocolate. And here's the thing, on this page here, we don't really explain what these different types of chocolates are. Right? We have photos to help you understand the differences between them, but not everybody's going to know what a Needham is. So what we also did is we built a buyer's guide, and that's right over here. And the buyer's guide takes all those top-level chocolate categories and gives you a little explanation about what each one is. So if you didn't know it, a Needham is made of coconut and creamy potato dipped in dark chocolate, which sounds kind of interesting, right? But here, people get to learn a little bit about the different types of chocolate that are available to them in other products, and then as they're more educated, they can make the right decision. And the beautiful thing is, as we started putting together this content page and other content pages I'm going to show you, is that content becomes really valuable during the customers being on the site, but it also became content that we could then reuse on social posts and in emails. We added a Klaviyo for email to this store, but we could have a email that say like imagine your abandoned cart email. One of the emails might be not sure what to get. Well, check out our buyer's guide and learn about all of our different types of chocolate. So building out these content pages, we could use that content in the emails, and we could also use the pages as destinations to point people to, instead of just saying go back to your cart or buy now or check out a product. So it gives us a lot more variety and a more authentic experience for customers. And the rest of our navs, right, is snacks is an important category for them. So we give it a quick way to get into that. And then we get into gifts. And gifts, what we're doing is we're dividing it by the gift scenario. So anniversary, birthday, wedding, or for any occasion. And we also allow people to shop by price, because we have found that shop by price is important when giving a gift. Because people in their mind are like, oh, it's my niece's birthday. She's worth $30. All right, let's go to the $30 to $50 category and find something for our niece. Right? And then we do the same thing for holiday. Well, let's go back a second. On each of these gift sets, right? So now what we have is we have a page built around wedding. And it's themed wedding, right? We got wedding photography going on. And we show products that are appropriate for weddings. And once again, this becomes a landing page that we can use in our advertising, our social promotions, and in our emails. And then we did the same thing for all the holidays. So here's the holidays that are important for Bixby throughout the year. And right now, as I'm recording this, it's October. So Halloween is their next holiday coming up. If we click on that, you can see we've got this Halloween themed page. And they've also got Halloween themed products listed on that page. So now as they're, posting on Instagram, for example, one of their fun little pumpkin caramel products here, they could point to this page and that gives them a more authentic feel instead of just dropping them onto a product page. Say, hey, see all of our gifts for Halloween. And as I said before, they're from Maine, and they have some Maine-themed products, which are really fun. Customers love the lobsters. There's also some puffins here. Yeah, here's some puffins. So we made a page for just the Maine products, which are Maine characters and also things that are using Maine ingredients. Like this one has blueberries, and this one has apple cider and honey. So the customers actually love this stuff. So we made a page just for that. The dietary one we showed you already. Buyer's guide we showed you, and then corporate gifting. There's a lot of people that are using chocolates. Imagine you're a law firm and you want to give all your clients a gift for holiday. You can come here and buy boxes of chocolate to give to your clients. They make wonderful gifts for that purpose. So here they explain the different types of products they have. There's a contact form at the top. The different types of products they have with photos, so people can really start imagining what this would look like for them. So that's our shopping experience. And let's go down to our footer and show you some of the content pages we built out also. I'm a huge believer in story, and Bixby has a wonderful story. So Bixby's owned by Kate, and Kate works with her mom, Donna, in running the business. And they've got this, Kate's a really nice person. She comes across really well, really well spoken, really a friendly, approachable person in the video.
Okay, so this is 125.
So, and they're in a 125-year-old building on the Maine waterfront. So her telling the story here is absolutely fabulous, right? So I love the fact that I think every store and every company and every brand has a story. You just have to tell it. And Kate and Don are doing a really good job here in telling their story. You can see lots of content here and awards and all sorts of things they've done. And remember before I talked about that product seal about ethically sourced. Their process and how they make their chocolates is very important to them. So here we have a page that is dedicated to explaining all of that and how they source the chocolate, how they make the chocolate from bean to bar, and their values and all that good stuff. And that's here on this page. And then we built out a page of all the press because they've been around for a few years. We've gotten a lot of good press, some national known publications. So that was really good stuff to put in there. And then, of course, they've got a blog with lots and lots of content. But what we did is we divided it up into two blogs. So there's the normal blog with articles, and here's the second blog for recipes. So one of the things they do from a content marketing standpoint is they'll make recipes using their chocolates. This is using their bittersweet baking chips. So now there's a content page built out as a destination for that. We've also talked about once they get enough recipes together, actually making a recipe book and having that as a PDF download file and making that the incentive for email signups and things like that. And then they've got the all reviews page, which will scroll on forever, so I won't scroll on it too much. But as I said, they've got over 400 reviews, and quickly they've gotten a couple hundred by just going to their past customers who were super happy with the products. But I love customer reviews because your customers will say things about your products that you can't say because it would sound like bragging if you said it yourself. But it's great to see when customers are super enthusiastic about your product and share that with others. Let's go to this page for a second, scroll down to the bottom, because the other pages we have, so there's policy pages, and we also did an accessibility page, which is not a standard policy page in Shopify, right? We have the standard privacy policy page, nicely formatted here. We also built out an accessibility one because we have an accessibility app that we added. It's becoming more important for stores, and Kate, the owner of Bixby, was really wanted to be open and giving everybody access, so we added an accessibility app, which is really nice. And corporate gifting we already showed from the header. That was important enough we put it in the footer also. And we also have a couple other sign up type pages. One is wholesale, so people who want to do wholesale business, and there's lots of wholesalers for this store. People are reselling it in retail. Fundraising, this is an important business model for them, and that's when a school gets together and buys the chocolates and then goes out and sells them to their friends and family and that type of stuff, and they get a share of that money. And then here we have a store finder. As I mentioned before, they have a lot of wholesale relationships, and you can see here once again there's some national brands there and some local brands also. But this is some nice, social proof of the quality of their products if it's in all these stores. And then we've got a contact us page, the normal contact form. And then we also show, hey, they are actually in Maine, right there on the waterfront. And if we look at the FAQ, we've got this nice accordion functionality for FAQ going on here with some, good questions and answers happening. So that's, the shopping experience, and it's also the content pages. And I don't think we actually went through the homepage here. So on the homepage, we got this big banner. And what I like with the main homepage banner is it's not about selling the product. It's about, I call it the "You Are Here" sign, right? So what we're doing here is we're letting customers know what the site bixbyco.com, which has got this logo up here, Bixby chocolate, what it is. Well, this is chocolates made with a conscience. So if you were looking for the Bixby tennis racket site, you'd realize you're on the wrong page or the wrong site, right? This is for chocolate. So all we're saying is, hey, this is about chocolates that are made with a conscience, which kind of implies high quality. And then we list some popular categories, some favorite products. We do social proof with some of the national brands that are selling in their stores. We do more social proof with the Judge Me review carousel. And then we explain, we take them in where they can learn more about the story. So from this one here, they can learn about the process. Here we show a nice little video of, and this one's on autoplay, and it's actually auto playing here, as you can see. And this one lets them see, just a little bit. They can turn on the volume if they want to listen to it. And then we've got some store level product seals that are, the top level ones for this business. And then we've got an Instagram feed. And this was, I think it's the Covet Picks app. This is their free level, which gives you access to a homepage section to use for the Instagram integration. And then we're using Klaviyo. So this is a Klaviyo form that we've just embedded into the Shopify store. And we also have Klaviyo pop-ups that show up for email sign up also on exit intent, but I've already closed that one down, so you won't see it as I do the exit intent action up here. And then in our footer, right, we got that that blue, as I mentioned, right, we got this big bold blue everywhere. And because that's so dominant, right, what we did with the credit card or payment types is we just grade them out. So instead of having all these other colors down here and it's kind of confusing and too bright, we just said, let's just all mute them all, make them all nice and grayscale so they blend into the foreground a little bit, but not trying to dominate this space at all. They're just there to reassure people that there's all sorts of payment types that we accept, but those colors, the natural colors that come on those, we muted them out into a grayscale so they don't confuse and clutter this experience here. And what we also, you saw a couple times we were scrolling through, I think it's on this page here, for example. Yeah, so we've got this nice little element that we made, a little bit of branding where we got the chocolate overlapping and the C scrolling, the C scrolls, or whatever you want to call this effect of the waves, which is really nice. And that really looks good. It looks good here on desktop, but it looks even better on mobile. Let's just refresh that page. Oh, we're not showing it on mobile on this page. Let's see if I got it showing on another page on mobile. Oh, we must have turned it off on mobile. All right, I won't show you how great it looks on mobile because we're not showing it on mobile right now. Because in the Flex theme, we have the ability to turn different elements on or off for desktop and mobile, which is really handy. And for whatever purpose, we've turned it off in this store for now. So that is the Bixby chocolate. Oh, there was our exit intent pop-up. That was our Bixby chocolate store redesign that we did. Check it out. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I think it's a beautiful looking site. Thanks a lot.